And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races here at Laurel Park, presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stan Salter, Keith Fustel, live at the Laurel Park paddock as we get you ready for the three-day weekend. What a big weekend of racing it is all over the country. We have some nice live racing here, but the big Triple Crown preps, they're heating up. Of course, Ella Reeb trains right here at Laurel Park with trainer Cal Lynch. He's the favorite in the Grade 3 Gotham up there at Aqueduct tomorrow, looking for his fifth straight win. He's won a stake race here last fall. Cal Lynch having a big week, of course, with Ella Reeb getting ready for the Gotham.
And everything's pointing. He's moving in the right direction. Like I say, if he just holds his form, he's going to be awfully tough to beat. And as you say, going down south. I mean, we've got both of them, kind of the Maryland contingent. And right now, they've got targets on their back.
Yeah, Graham Motion, of course, Cal Lynch based here with Ella Reeb. Cal Lynch, or Graham Motion, he's based at Fair Hill, but he's been down in Gulfstream for the wintertime. Of course, Irish Warcry, the big favorite in tomorrow's Grade 2 ExpressBet.com Fountain of Youth.
Yeah, it's amazing. I was talking to Frank Vespi, does the Racing Biz, nice website. If you hadn't had a chance, go check out the racingbiz.com. He had spoken with Graham and just overly impressed with the way Irish Warcry has progressed, carried himself, and going back to his debut run. Just can't really remember a horse that he's had run that impressive right out of the box. So it says volumes. It speaks volumes about the type of horse it looks like he's turning into.
Of course, Irish Warcry by your Preakness champ, Curlin, and we had Graham Motion on the radio show last night. You can check out the podcast archives. Go to MarylandHorseRadio.com. Click on the podcast archives. We had Cal Lynch in the first segment, and trainer Graham Motion, we had him in the second segment. So lots to get to. Let's show the work here for Ella Reeb. He's had two nice works since that win in the Withers. Here's his work last Sunday at Laurel Park. It was a bullet move, fastest of 9 works, going 5 furlongs, 1:04 here with Trevor McCarthy aboard.
Yeah, we've talked about it time and time again. The way that he travels, it's pretty effortless. He's a very athletic horse. He got through the hiccups, I guess, the first couple races where he didn't show that speed. But boy, when he put it all together, I mean, he's just like goes on cruise control, almost a push button type of a horse. It's able to carry that speed, and that's an awfully dangerous combination.
And so coming up here 2 weeks from tomorrow, we're going to have a big day, a bunch of stake races on our Fan Appreciation Day. We're giving away a free long sleeve t-shirt for a free Maryland Jockey Club long sleeve t-shirt. Now you're still seeing Ella Reeb getting ready for the Fountain of Youth. But 5 stake races here for Fan Appreciation Day, March 18th. And we're going to see Bodhisattva winner, an impressive winner in the John B. Campbell, came with that late closing move to beat Paige McKinney. Bodhisattva, he's aiming for the Harrison Johnson, one of 5 stakes on Saturday, March 18th. It's Owner's Fantasy Day, Fan Appreciation Day, giving away that long sleeve t-shirt. We caught up with trainer Jose Corrales talking about his John Campbell winner, Bodhisattva, who, by the way, did run in the Preakness a couple years ago against American Pharoah. Jose, let's talk about Bodhisattva's running style. He's really turned into a nice come-from-behind runner. What went into getting him to run like that?
Well, I just think, the horse is he was intimidated before, and he really don't. If he is in front, he runs good. If he come from behind, he runs good if he is last. But if he's in between, he just stop. He get scared, and I don't know. Maybe he get claustrophobia. But now it looks like, he's the way I like him right now. He's just sit back and run from the back, and as long as nobody bother him, he will come running, and he really have a very, very strong finish. And this come from something I have looked back when I was back in Panama, when I was riding in the 80s. But, the horses come from behind long ways. It's like even a 16 a mile, they still be running in the end and catching the horses in the end.
Okay, and let's talk about the Campbell. Nice win he had in the Campbell. How did he come out of that race? How did he come out of the Campbell, and what race is he going to next?
It's going to go
Harrison Johnson.
Harrison Johnson. I'm sorry I did not get the Harrison Johnson right, but anyway, he's going to go like running the same distance. It's kind of the same kind of horses they're going to run with. And I just hope, he come out of that race good, and then we can look forward for something bigger with him, because I think if he run his style, he can run with any horses.
He's kind of a famous horse. He ran against Triple Crown winner American Pharoah, and he's still going strong as a 5-year-old, so this could be one of his best years now.
I think so. I mean, I always hope that that can happen. I mean, I'm trying to follow California Crum instead of the American Pharoah. But, you know, I always say, you know, how many horses run with American Pharoah win the Triple Crown? You know what I mean? And I'm just happy with the horse. And every time I look at these horses standing and everything like that, it give me a good thing, good feeling to be in this business.
Yeah, I guess so. Trainer Jose Corrales with a good feeling for the 5-year-old Bodhisattva. He has that come-from-behind style now. You heard trainer Jose Corrales used to be a jockey. He kind of learned that down in Panama where he was a champion jockey down there. And Bodhisattva in top form right now.
Yeah, and that's the key for the jockey. Whoever gets on this horse, you've got to do what that horse wants to do. He's telling you, hey, if I want to settle 25, 30 out of it, that's the way I'm going to make my best run. That's kind of how you got to do it. You know, it's interesting. He says claustrophobic. Yeah, I guess you know it's possible. But the move that he made the other day, it was eye catching. 6 wide, 6 deep, and just kept on rolling. You say he's got the back figures to kind of go back on. This is a horse that ran in the mid-90s buyer figures, so he's capable to run and be competitive in those stakes companies. I don't know about grade 6, but right now he's going to be a solid stakes competitor.
Well, I'm talking to Corrales yesterday. He keeps running the way he is. Maybe the Pimlico Special down the road on Black Eyed Susan Day. It's a grade 3, but he's got to continue to make progress and keep showing what he has out there like he showed in the Campbell. So Bodhisattva, knock on wood, you know, the racing gods stay with Corrales. He'll be in the Harrison Johnson. That's one of 5 stakes coming up 2 weeks from tomorrow for our big Maryland Jockey Club Fan Appreciation Day. But we have a big day tomorrow. Students on Track Career Day out here at Laurel Park, calling all college students. Alana Kramer, Kerry Everly have put together a great program here. It starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. Sign up for this free event. Explore possible career options in thoroughbred racing. Watch, experience, and network. All you college students, come on out here tomorrow morning. Starts at 9 a.m. You can go to laurelpark.com to learn more about that.
Yeah, it's just not a lot of opportunities around here. You know, obviously in Kentucky and Arizona, you have a chance to kind of venture and take a look, take a glimpse, get some classes involving thoroughbred racing. You really don't have that opportunity within the college atmosphere around here. So yeah, if you have any interest, get out here. I think it's a good experience. It might be an eye-opener for some to see there are other avenues, not just straight on the track kind of jobs. Like I said, you've got marketing, you've got chart calling, you've got things that we do. So there's a lot of different avenues to take within thoroughbred horse racing. So yeah, get out here, and I think you're going to pick up some information you didn't really think existed.
And a big day for all you handicappers tomorrow. Perfect prescription for the cold weather that's back in town here in Laurel, Maryland. The Cure the Winter Blues Handicapping Contest, $2,500 grand prize, plus weekly Fridays. That's every Saturday through the end of March. You have to be a Premier player. If you're not, sign up to be a Premier player. Go down to Guest Services and sign up for the Cure the Winter Blues Handicapping Tournament. That's tomorrow as well. We told you about the Owners Fantasy Day and Fan Appreciation Day coming up. It's our celebration day. 2 weeks from tomorrow, Saturday, March 18th, celebrate the resurgence of Maryland's thoroughbred industry and the ongoing dramatic transformation of Laurel Park. So this is for all the fans. You get a long sleeve t-shirt. That's always a popular giveaway with program purchase while supplies last. So come on out and get a t-shirt. If you're thinking about being an owner or a breeder in this game, this is the day for you as well. If you're interested in thoroughbred ownership, we're going to have a seminar starting at 10:30 in Laurel Park's newly redone Ruffian Room. You have to RSVP for the Owners Fantasy Day. You go to mtha.eventbrite.com. This is a joint venture between the Maryland Jockey Club, Maryland Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association, and the Maryland Horse Breeders. Great to see everybody getting along and putting on a big day like this.
Oh, absolutely. Come out, gain some interest. Hopefully you can get to, talk to some other owners, talk to some trainers, get an idea of what really goes on, see what works best for you, from your financial standpoint. How do you want to approach it? So there's different avenues, different ways to kind of look at things from an ownership standpoint. Hopefully we'll have plenty of people here to answer any and all questions and come out and get involved in this great game.
All right, and the big Saturday here for the year, of course, the Preakness, the 142nd Preakness Stakes, the third Saturday in May, second jewel of the Triple Crown, the People's Race, the People's Party, the 142nd Preakness Stakes. That's Saturday, May 20th. This year, tickets on sale now. Don't get shut out. All the seats sold out last year. Go to Preakness.com For all your tickets and information, don't forget the day before, Friday, May 19th, Black-Eyed Susan Day with the Pimlico Special, all those other great stake races, Jim McKay, Turf Sprint, maybe Ben's Cat back as an 11-year-old, we'll see. So Friday, May 19th and Saturday, May 20th, 2 big days at Pimlico. Go to Preakness.com to learn more about that. All right, let's get right to it. No carryovers today, but of course we have those pick fives. Oh, don't forget about this here. Starts this Sunday night, opening night at Rosecroft for all you harness fans. Keith, I know you used to go to Free State back in the day. You've been down to Rosecroft a couple times. Opening night for their winter spring meet this Sunday at 4:30, March 5th. And they say Sundays they have a really big handle down there. They're kind of the only harness game in town for that Sunday 4:40 first race post time. Then Tuesdays at 6:40. Rosecroft back in action this Sunday night.
I remember the old days of the doubleheader, the old double dip, shoot over from here and head over to Free State. But yeah, you can do that too. Maybe get there a little late, check out the Laurel card and rush on down and get the Rosecroft. So yeah, good.
All right, well, let's get right to it here. No carryovers, but both the pick fives, your best bet at Laurel Park. They have that industry low 12% takeout, mandatory payout on the early pick five. Weather today, we're back in the 40s. Wintertime kind of back in town here in Laurel, Maryland, but we got the heaters going here on set. No rain, no snow, just a little cool breeze blowing around.
I know one thing, that turf course is greening up a little bit,
Sure is.
I know we're getting close. A couple weeks, and things are really going to be changing around here, so no doubt. Little chill in the air, low 40s, sunny, a little brisk, with some wind. But the track looks great, fast track for today's racing car.
All right, well, let's get right to it. Early pick five starts in race one. Low 12% takeout, mandatory payout on that early pick five. I know you like the early pick five today. You have a ticket for it. It starts right here in race one, going 6 furlongs.
Yeah, we'll take a little shot. We're not going to try to miss anything in the first race, get it covered for the most part. 2, 3, 4, and 6. Race 2, we did have a scratch of the plain one, Moon Vision. I'm still going to use more stormy weather in there. We'll go 1 and 3. Bohem de Lave working her way right back up off a nice win. Singling, Saida, I guess that's how you pronounce it, Saida. And race number 3, the 6-horse for Cal Lynch on a drop down. 4 deep in race 4, and in the last race, race 5, completing the early pick 5, 4 and 7. Senior Quickie, North Ocean, certainly going to be a short price. Just concerned if he takes a little extra pace pressure today.
All right, let's take a look here at the opener. You're 4 deep here in race 1. A tricky race to handicap. This is a tough claiming 7,500 for Philly Mares. Haven't won a race in 6 months, going 6 furlongs, and I end up on the 3 here. I just want to win. Why not a 5-time winner here at Laurel Park from 8 starts? She just won a beaten nickel. She was claimed that day by Pat McGill, stepping up to a tougher race today. Julian Pimentel has been aboard for the last 2 wins. This 5-year-old mare by Quality Road looking for her 3rd straight today.
Yeah, reclaim here from Pat McGill. Maldonado, 2 big efforts. She likes the 6 furlongs. Swiss Rosalie, your 4-horse, looks like the speed of the speed. I think she will be engaged on the turn by the 6 I Am Superior too. She just hasn't run those races back, the 6-horse, Stan. That's my biggest concern. I just want to win improvement. I think she can rate just a little bit further off the pace and get the job done. Stormy Mama, look at her, 0 for 8. Not even a first, a second, or a third at this distance. But I think today things are going to kind of fall into her lap, a little ground-saving trip. We saw the rail was fine on Sunday. Stormy Mama with Laurel Glazer. She'll get a good ground-saving trip and make a run into maybe a collapsing pace up front.
And you get a hard try in Laurel Glazer. Good stat, positive ROI, win riding for the Net Eubanks, and always gives a good, honest effort riding for any barn. So I like the 2. I'll use that one in my top 3 as well. But a tricky beaten 7,500 Philly Mares to kick off that early mandatory payout pick 5. Let's turn the page here. Race 2 kicks off the early pick 4. 3 pick 4s this afternoon starting in races 2, 4, and 6. Race 2 starts the early pick 4, going 5.5 furlongs. Nice allowance condition here. New condition here in Maryland, a first level allowance race. Optional claiming 20,000 for Philly Mares. So scratch to 1 Moon Vision. Makes it a tricky race to handicap, Keith, because you have horses that have won this condition before, dropping in for the 20,000 tag. I have to imagine the claim box is going to be very, very live at this level going forward. You have 1 horse that's actually in for the condition. That's the 5, J. Latosh from the Grand Motion Barn, Trevor McCarthy on top, but I end up with the Scott Lake runner. More stormy weather. The 1A, this horse stays in and runs. You get the 7 pounds off. Joe Moore Torres aboard. Torres was aboard last time, almost a 5-length winner in the second race off the claim for Lake. That was against First Level Allowance Company. Now she's right back in basically the same condition.
Boy, Lake's had the magic touch. Look at her entry made is now scratch of Moon Vision, recent claims, and of moving right up the ladder, doing quite well in good form. Yeah, she's tactical enough. I think the speed looks between the 5J Latasha and maybe Great Star, but more stormy weather will not be far back in this field. And boy, she was keen to go 3 wide last time. It moved whenever the jock wanted to and opened up and widened. She's going to be tough right back. Bohem Delave, though, is going to be my top selection. She's been proven. She's run competitively in stakes in 2 other competitions, a little bit saltier. The last race kind of picked her head up. I like the drop down to the 15 and shortening back up. She did what she likes to do. She is a one-run sprinter. She did have the benefit of the bias that day, but I think she's a good enough horse. She'll move up off of that confidence builder last time out.
Yeah, Caron McGee having another nice meet. He's in your top 5 leading trainers. Fergal Lynch right there, in the top 5, 6 leading riders as well. So I respect the 3, Bohem Delave. I'll use that runner in my exact. Let's talk about the 5 I throw in there. That's the Grand Motion runner, who's actually in for the condition, coming off a layoff. This is her first start as a 4-year-old filly. She showed some promise last year as a 3-year-old. Broke her maiden here at Laurel Park in a tough maiden special weight. They had thought enough of her to take her up to New York. She ran in a stake race up at Saratoga in the slop last August. We haven't seen her since then. Some decent works, including a couple bullets at Fair Hill for the comeback race, and you get the leading rider, Trevor McCarthy, aboard.
Yeah, she's going to be a short price. She's run okay on the grass, too. Is this a little tight? And her 5.5 may not be her best distance on the dirt. Against this field, there's not a lot of speed. You might see Trevor be aggressive on the front. The thing that worries me, she was a scratch, a vet scratch, to what level, I don't know, but a scratch nonetheless on February the 11th. We haven't seen her, so it's been a while, and a slower work since then. Tough read for me at a short price. More than likely, more times than not, you're going to be better off going against this type of horse. She may get the job done. She's not. I'm not going to be with her at a short price.
Nice group of filly and mares there for that First Level Allowance race to start that early pick 4 in the second. Let's turn the page, going a mile and a 16th here for the third. Maiden claiming 25,000 for 3-year-old fillies. I'll go with the 4, Important, in the barn of trainer Mike Trombetta. She's run 2 good races off the claim. Victor Carrasco stays aboard this 3-year-old daughter of Include. A good second at this level last time, going 7 furlongs. Now she's stretching back out to 2 turns today.
Yeah, she's a user. She likes to flatten the touch. A mile and 16th. Will she be able to kind of keep that run going? I'm not so sure. Rosie McGuire, the 3, maybe a possible shot. Blinkers on. They hold the level. This horse, 2 really poor races on its page. You think Mary might drop. They don't. The blinkers go on. There's not a lot of speed. Maybe they'll go ahead and send the 3, Rosie McGuire, a little price play in race 3. But I like the 6, Saida for Cal Lynch by Giants Causeway out of an Indian Charlie Mare. This horse is bred to go ahead and stretch out. Only sibling was 2 for 3 going long. Comes out of much tougher races. That Adios Annie, little habit of mine. 2 good horses, look like they have a future. I think this is what's going to get the job done for her. She'll be up close to the pace, and I think the added distance will help.
Biggest drop, maiden special weight in for a tag. That's what the 6 doing. So that horse will be tough to beat. I'll use her in the exacta. Trevor McCarthy, Cal Lynch. Could be a big weekend for that combo as they get things rolling here. Get things rolling here on a Friday. Let's get a commercial break. When we come back, no carryover in the pick 6 today, but that does start in race 4. Race 4 also kicks off the middle pick 4. I'll have a ticket for that pick 6 when we come back.
The all-new Laurel Park is beyond your expectations. Feel the anticipation.
Is this long shot?
Witness the speed. Experience the thrill.
Welcome back here at Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. We're live at the paddock here at Laurel Park. Keith Fustel, Stan Salter getting you ready for a 3-day race weekend. First race post time coming up at 12:30. It's a little chilly, but the sun is out. There's no rain. We'll have a fast main track. Let's get rolling here in the Rainbow Pick 6 starting in the 4th race. This race also kicks off that middle pick 4. I have a pick 6 ticket. Let's take a look. A very affordable $48 play here for my pick 6. I'll go 5 deep here in race 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, using just 2 runners in the 5th. 3 horses in race 6. 2 deep in the 7th race. I'm going to key on the Maryland-bred filly, number 9, Phase the Nation in race 8. That's a nice allowance race for Maryland-breds, and this Maryland-bred 3-year-old filly by Cal Nation looking for her 5th consecutive win. She was claimed by Kieran McGee last time. Steve Cowboy Hamilton stays aboard, so I'll key on the 9, Phase the Nation. We have a video spotlight of her coming up for race 8. Then going 4 deep in the finale, so a playable rainbow pick 6. Let's take a look here at race 4. We're going a flat mile, claiming 10,000, 4 and up, never won 4. We have a video spotlight here on the 2, Jose C. View from her last race, from his last race up there at Parks.
Yeah, up at Parks. This horse was second time off the claim at a tough race. This was a tough level. That split condition they have up there, the 25 or non-winners of one. Non-winners of one other than, and you see this horse Jose Civio in the yellow colors in the back, kind of runs up on the heels, was saving ground most of the way, which we know isn't always the best. Just when it looks like he might have had a little bit of momentum started at the 3/16 pole, he's got a steady alter course down to the inside, just flattens out a little bit late, only beaten 5.5 lengths. The number is comparable, you know, to the rest of this field. This is a serious dropping class. My Cousin Lou and Irish Colonel, the top 2 finishers. These horses consistently run in the lower to mid 80s, Stan. This is class relief for Jose Civio. Trainer does very well, 35% with double droppers off of the last couple of years. 14 for 40 was his tally. Jockey trainer combination. Look at that, 46% over the last 15 months with an ROI close to $4.
Yeah, the barn won at 27% last year. This classy 6-year-old has made $250,000. A big drop. I'm a little concerned about the drop,
Sure.
but I do use the horse in the top 4, and absolutely am I using the horse on the pick 6. So you have to respect the horse and use the horse protectively. I'll go with the 1, Percy, on top. Just maybe draw a line through that last race. I love this horse last time out for trainer Kelly Rubley in his second start off a brief wintertime freshening. Was wide that day, didn't have the best trip, and maybe just was a little flat. Maybe bounced off that strong effort we saw in the comeback race early January up there at Penn. So let's see if Percy gets back in good form. Javion Toledo aboard. He's going his favorite distance today. He's 2 for 2 at this 1 mile distance. So I'll go with the 1, Percy, on top.
Yep, he's going to try it at a 1 turn now. But Percy, you're right, Stan. Looks like the race off the layoff might have just taken some starch out of him. It was a real gritty effort from the 10 hole, nonetheless, going 2 turns at Penn and gutted out a victory in a long, sustained drive. Last time a little flat when caught wide. I think he's got enough tactical speed. Kind of looks on paper, might be a horse in fortune. Looks like he needs to lead. I don't think he's necessarily a need to lead type. He can sit in a good tracking spot in here. I'm going to use him as well as the 5 triple net. It really showed nice improved speed. He's held form off the claim and off of a layoff. Another one, a long, determined drive last time out. McGree dropped, I think, got beat the other day, if I'm not mistaken. Had a little bit of trouble. But this horse is holding form, and there's not a ton of speed in here. So I think he's going to be forward. Trevor can carry him a long way. His figure at the mile distance is fine.
All right, well, nice wide open, 10,000
tough race.
for life to kick off that rainbow pick 6 there in race 4. Let's turn the page. Race 5, no carryover in the late pick 5, but as always, our pick 5s, both the early pick 5 and the late pick 5, your best bets, as we have that industry low 12% takeout in the late pick 5 starting here in the 5th. And what a this is a classic tough Maryland wintertime nickel starter allowance race going a mile and a 16th, and I'll go with the 7 on top. Nobody's in better form right now than the 7, North Ocean, an 8-year-old by Street Cry. It's made almost $500,000 now. This horse was in top form for trainer Charlie J. Hadry. Jonathan Maldonado, a nice claim for $15,000. The horse just galloped in this nickel starter condition last out, won by 6 with a strong 80 buyer. I don't think he bounces today. I think he does the same thing right to the front and see you later. Julian Pimentel back aboard.
Yeah, he's been in super sharp form. Kind of an all or nothing type at the distance. You see 9 for 15, no seconds, no thirds. Maybe Charlie thought he could get away with running for 15, Stan. He took him for 5, but, you know, could have been well sold. Made a lot of money with this horse. We'll have to wait and see on North Ocean. Question mark for him, Stan. Is he going to be able to kind of take some pressure? Stone Skate might go ahead and be used to the inside of him. He's in such good form now. Maldonado's doing really well with some other claims. He's tough to overlook. Any upsetter in the field, I think this 4, Senior Quickie, sits another good trip. Had to navigate through traffic 2 races back behind North Ocean. Only got beat a neck last time out. Was a victim. They controlled it up front. He didn't get any help. I know this horse is looking for a little bit of pace out the pressure. North Ocean If it does, the race could fall right into his lap through the final 16th of a mile.
All right, we both agree, at least on our top pick there. That could be a real nice claim for trainer Cal Lynch. Gets Trevor McCarthy first off the claim. Maybe Jacobson trying to get away with one for a nickel. Not the case. Cal Lynch maybe with a nice claim there on that 5-year-old by Malibu Moon, the 2 Stone Scape. So very tough nickel starter to kick off that late pick 5. Attention all you pick 4 players. The late pick 4 here at Laurel Park Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The truck guy behind us, he's excited for it, as all you Premier players can get a 10% bonus on the late pick 4. Late pick 4 today starts here in race 6. We're going 6 furlongs. There it is, 10% bonus on the late pick 4 here at Laurel Park for you Premier players for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you're not a Premier player, why not go down to guest services and sign up, and you can play in the Cure the Winter Blues handicapping tournament. You can do this late pick 4, get yourself a 10% bonus. Not a bad deal at all. Nice maiden special weight here to kick off this late pick 4, going 6 furlongs, and I'll go with the 2 on top. Dancing with Maud, Fergal Lynch aboard for Timmy Keefe. A good second. Yes, the beaten favorite last time, even money, going 7 furlongs, was in front, turning for home. Got a little tired. I love the cutback from 7 furlongs to 6 furlongs today. Animal Quiet, who was third in that race, would come back to win. You'll see a nice sharp bullet work here at Laurel Park. February 17th, 5/8, 59 and 1. That was the fastest of 5 works that day. The speed was holding well, better last week, and we saw some speed horses on the inside win, and perhaps that's what. And this horse doesn't have to go right to the front. He's had some good races coming from off the pace. You get Fergal Lynch aboard. I'll go with the 2, Dancing with Maud on top.
It's kind of a tough luck kind of a horse. He's running the Great Bulls of Fire, Irish War Cry, and then the Firster, Linda Rice Firster ships down last time on the 21st of January, just circled and really kept on going nicely to win going away. He kind of is what he is. He's showing, is this the day he gets it done? Maybe. He's going to be a short price. As you say, Stan, he doesn't necessarily need a lead. He might get it in here. Rarefied Air is a long shot. I'm going to use the 1. Claudio goes in and grabs this horse for $25,000 last time. Goes ahead and steps up. Could have waited. Claudio doesn't do this a lot, but he is 4 for 11. First off the claim with maidens the last couple of years with a positive ROI close to $2.50. Rarefied Air might be a square price for Claudio and be forward a long, long way. I like the 5 Uplifting for Scott Lake. I thought they got away with 1 for the maiden 40. Unfortunately, drifted out, got DQ'd, came back on the race to maiden special weight. A good effort. Went back, watched that race this morning. He was down inside, took a lot of outside pressure, still kept on very well to the wire. A long striding type of horse by Jersey Town. I think he gets the benefit stalking outside the speed today, and he'll pounce and go on with it for trainer Scott Lake.
I respect Lake having a phenomenal meet in your top 5 leading trainers. That 70 Buyer last out at Parks just looks almost too good to be true.
Okay.
The horse, a sharp debut win, was taken down, placed third in the debut, and then comes back, steps up to the maiden special weight, and ran his eyeballs out in that race. I've had a tough time gauging the Parks form coming down here, but if he runs anything close to that 70 he did last time, it might be see you later here from the 5-hole. I'll throw a first-time starter in there, the 7 Tipu Run, probably named after a ski run for Bodie Miller somewhere around the world. First time started by Astrology, trained by Trez Abbott here. Some nice works up there at Fair Hill for the debut assignment. A couple bullet works. The dam, she didn't run. However, the second dam, she was a runner. She made over 100,000. This guy's a half-brother to I'm in a Hurry, who made 157,000. So there's some nice pedigree there. They paid 42,000 for this horse as a yearling at Keeneland. I like the outside post, and you get Jevion Toledo aboard. So I like the first-timer from the 7-hole here.
Absolutely. Good little race here. We had the scratch of the 6, Benevolent Prince, who was going to take money for motion. But Uplifting, I think the thing that kind of put me over the top on this horse stand, looking back through Formulator, Spirit Special, the horse that beat that horse last time, ran close to Cape Lookout. I don't know if that was a Trombetta horse.
Right.
That was pretty competitive in maiden special weights at Laurel Park. So that was enough to kind of sway me. And I like his stalking trip from the outside.
All right, real nice maiden special weight to kick off that late pick 4. Let's turn the page. Race 7 starts the late pick 3. We're going 6 furlongs here. Maiden claiming 10,000 for 3-year-old fillies, and I'll go to the inside here. Frisian Gal from Robin Graham's barn. Victor Carrasco starting to heat up here and win some races. Had a good weekend here last weekend at Laurel Park, and he jumps aboard for the first time on this 3-year-old filly by Frisian Fire. She's been right there the last 2 starts at this level. I'm not crazy about the inside post, but maybe they just try to send and play catch me if you can. I'll go with the 1, Frisian Gal on top.
Yeah, she'll try to go out there and maintain position. I think that's the key to these races. When these horses, you're trying to kind of look at that opening quarter of a mile stand. I like to do it. And how, when they're down inside, are they going to be able to get up there and have enough to hold position? She should. I don't think she's as quick, though, early as the 3 Loves Legend for trainer Phil Schoenthal. A drop from 35 to 10. She was a bit of a bad actor, little fractious before the race on February the 4th, but she showed okay speed inside horses, kind of against the grain of the racetrack. She plummets. 5th place finisher, came out of that race to run a good mid-50 buyer. I think it's just a little boost here. Not going to waste any time. Let's go ahead and drop to the bottom. Loves Legend. Go ahead and send and take him as far as she can.
Carlos Quinones, the winning rider on Bodhisattva and the John Campbell a couple weeks ago, and he's been picking up. I met his agent yesterday morning.
Okay.
Nice guy, former steward at Charlestown. Raphael, he's been around here in Maryland. I'll use the 3 in my top 4. The 2 we both like a little bit here. Quick as a flash, Trevor McCarthy aboard for Corrales. They put the blinkers on last time, was 4-5 at this level. A big improvement, just got beat 3 parts of a length, going 5.5 furlongs. Gets an extra half furlong here to maybe get the win with McCarthy aboard.
It looked like she was going to get by. Top of the stretch looked like a stone cold winner, but that was the Raul Garrido horse, I think was coming up from Gulfstream, was able to take him every step of the way and hold her at bay. I thought she should have beat her last time, Stan. And once again, a shorter price. I've got to look at the higher prices in here. I think you might get it with the 3 or maybe the 5. Nancy R. took plenty of play in the same race as Quick as a Flash last time. She showed good speed, was caught in tight in the turn. Evenly the final quarter. I think she improves off of that effort as long as she gets a clean trip into the turn.
All right, nice Maryland bred allowance race for race 8 to kick off the late daily double, and good to see this race go. It filled pretty well. A couple scratches though, scratches 6 chips included, and the 8 Sazerac Girl, but a nice Maryland bred allowance feature of the day to kick off this late double. We have a video spotlight on my best bet of the day. How about the 9 Phase to Nation, Maryland bred filly by Cal Nation. She's won 4 in a row. She was claimed last time. Here she is coming with a wide rally last out for trainer Phil Schoenthal. So she won 4 in a row for Schoenthal with Hamilton aboard. She was claimed for $25,000 last time by Kieran McGee. He's always dangerous first off the claim, finds a nice condition here. Hamilton stays aboard, and I like the outside post. She'll take back, stalk, whatever, come with her wide rally just like she did there. I'll go with the 9 Phase to Nation, looking for her 5th win in a row.
Yeah, I like that. A 4-time winner in sharp form, a sharp 3-year-old now getting ready to take on a few older fillies. So going right, reached in, managed well by Schoenthal. Did what you're supposed to do. You reel off 4 wins in that short of a time. I don't think this is a big jump up for her, Stan, into the allowance company. This is restricted for state bred. She'll get a stalk in pounds kind of trip this afternoon. I agree with you on the 9.
Looks like we both like the same top 3 there. I'll throw the 1 in there, Gloria Petrie from the Mary Epler barn. This 4-year-old filly by Not for Love, going in the right direction. She's won 2 in a row. Perfect 2 for 2 here at Laurel Park. She's been a month and a half freshening since that last win. Been working well at Pimlico. Alex Cintron stays aboard here. We'll get some good value here from a top barn.
I think you will. Another one. It's kind of had things, comfortable trips, I should say, her last 2. A little tougher is in store for her from the inside today. If I was a boy, the 3 looks like kind of the legitimate closer from a little further back. Trevor knows this filly. A little trouble last time after breaking slow. Made an early move around the turn and flattened. I think you'll see her take back, try to make 1 run, maybe from the 5/16 pole home.
We did have a couple late scratches in race 8. Scratch the 6, chips included, and the 8 Sazerac Girl there in race 8. Let's turn the page. 1 more to go here. Maiden 10. They love to bet these maiden 10s around here, so expect a strong handle in the finale. Maiden claiming 10,000. Filly mares 4 and up, going a flat mile. My long shot of the day, and why not? It's kind of a soft group. Trainer Lynn Ashby, she does a nice job. Good trainer. You get Forrest Boyce aboard here, top rider on the 1, Better Wise Up. The comeback race at this level going a mile was okay, was 4th in that race coming off a long layoff. And then they shortened the horse up to 6 furlongs. She probably wants further. She was on a good racetrack that day, so now we get back out to a fast racetrack going a mile. Forest Boy stays aboard for the 3rd start off the layoff, and we'll get a nice price here on this 4-year-old daughter of Jumpstart.
Yeah, you get a square price on the 1, Better Wise Up. Heck, the race you're talking about on the 27th, she defeated her other horse that was bet down to 2-1, Stevie the Cat. I like that comment. We get wrangled back 5 wide at the 5/8. Took the overland route on the 27th. Claimed by a hot barn right now, holds the level at 10. And debut try way back, the number's good enough. She doesn't have to improve much. Just, get into the race a little bit sooner, save a little bit more ground, and you might see an improved effort for the 3, Stevie the Cat, who gets Cintron today.
Should improve. 2nd off the long layoff. Alex Cintron aboard.
Yeah.
The 3, Stevie the Cat. We both like the 6, Mazzy Star. Toledo stays aboard here for trainer Georgia Andrea Dacus, who's gotten this 4-year-old filly in decent form, at least better form the last few races. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at this level. It's encouraging Toledo stays aboard today.
Yeah, mile might be a little bit better fit for her, and Reward the Gypsy. Mile 16th, it's just kind of those races, they might flatten the hair. You got to time the rally just right with the 4, Reward the Gypsy, and the 6, Mazzy Star. Mazzy Star was on the worst part of the racetrack and did have some trouble going to the far turn last out, but I like to turn back a little bit for the 6, Mazzy Star as well.
All right, that's the card. Our picks are in. Our early pick 5 for Keith, rainbow pick 6 for me. You can go to laurelpark.com to see all our picks and analysis and our suggested plays for the day. The food's here. As you can see, the truck in the background. We have a duck pizza today. Now, I'm a pizza aficionado, not as good as Frank Carulli. Frank Carulli's a pizza expert, but I do love pizza. I'm going to try the duck pizza today up there in Tycoons and Tips. You ever had duck pizza?
I have not.
Well, we have it today here at Laurel Park, so come on out. It's no rain, no snow. The sun is out. Beautiful winter day for racing here at Laurel Park. Dave Rodman coming up next with all of today's scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.